Tales from Retail. I forgot about a customer on the phone. She was not pleased. She came to the store to tell me about it. I work at game store. The other day, a woman called and asked if we had a specific game available. I was dealing with a customer at the register already, so I told her I could check for her soon, and put her on hold. Out of nowhere, there's a rush of people and I forget that she's on hold. About 10 minutes after she had first called, and the rush is over, she calls again. I was on hold for 20 minutes. You forgot about me, she yelled. I was slightly embarrassed. Oh, I'm very sorry, Mom. It got quite busy and I forgot I had you on hold. Let me check on that game for you. No, I don't care about that anymore. What you did was very rude. I'm kind of at a loss since I've already apologized to her, and I'm not sure what to say. I'm sorry, Mom. It was an accident. Is there anything else I can do for you? What? You want me to ask a question so you can put me on hold and then never come back again? I don't think so. It was a rather strange interaction. Not the strangest, though. I thought it was over, until about 30 minutes later when she came into the store. Are you never? I always give my name when answering the phone at work, as I'm sure we all do. Yes. How can I help you? I was the one you forgot about on the phone. Now, I'm a bit socially awkward. In certain situations, I don't know what to do. It doesn't happen very often, but when it does, it happens hard. I try to process what's happening. This woman called on the phone. I put her on hold and accidentally forgot about her. She was upset, didn't want help anymore, and is now in the store. I figure she was just trying to be funny, and did in fact now want the game she had inquired about. It was the most logical possibility. Oh, sorry again about that. It was really busy when you called and things got a little out of hand. But I think we have that game for you. I don't care about the damn game. I wanted to come confront you for what you did. She wants to confront me. Now I'm really confused. Like, she wants to fight me, or something? I honestly had no idea why she was there if she didn't want to buy something. I'm sorry you heard me. You were rude to me on the phone and I want to speak to your manager. I'm part of the managerial team, but not the actual manager. She is right beside me, though, and comes over when she hears. Hi, Mom. I'm the manager. How can I help you? Your employee over here was rude to me on the phone. I can see that she is also confused. Oh, yes. Sorry about that. I was here and it was pretty busy. He was actually pretty embarrassed about forgetting about the phone, but I reprimanded him about it. She hadn't, but she could tell this woman wasn't going to be satisfied by anything less. Little did we know. Well, what good does that do me? I want to see you yell at him now. He needs to get in trouble, she demanded. I thought I was on candid camera. Does that show still exist? She actually wanted to see me get yelled at, because I accidentally forgot about her on the phone. I'm sorry, Mom, but I'm not going to do that. He's apologized to you, and I've apologized to you. It was an accident and I heard him still trying to help you. What else can we help you with today? She looked defeated. Nothing. I just wanted to come here to give you a piece of my mind. She turned and left in a huff. My manager and I looked at each other and kind of laughed, while another customer made fun of her as soon as she had left. Ooh, you were rude to me. I want you to yell at him. What crazy witch. The accident. I worked phone and retail for a fruity tech company. I spent 2 years in retail and 2 years on the phone. I've heard tons of stories with some being real and some being lies. But there are 3 I'll never forget, and this is one. I got a phone call from a man practically sobbing. While I've dealt with a fair share of calls, it's rare to get a crier, so I braced for impact. Through his tears, a guy was telling me about how he needed to get his phone repaired. The display on his phone was shattered and he needed it fixed. The display was broken and he couldn't enter the password even though he knew it. There was more to the story, so I asked, was there something on the phone he was trying to recover? As soon as I asked, the tears were practically into overdrive. He explained his wife got into a car accident on her way home from the mall. She was T-boned and died on impact. My stomach dropped. He then told me her last photos of her were her and his daughters together, and he wanted the last memories of his wife with her kids so he could remember her. Now I'm heartbroken, but determined. I've never loved anyone that much, but I have looked for that type of love, so all my energy was focused on him. Normally we're told to keep calls short or we get texts to speed things up and if we need help. But those were going to get ignored. We tried the quick things like plugging it into the computer, but the computer wasn't a trusted device. She didn't use cloud backups. And in-store service was going to be problematic. In-store they plugged phones into a machine, and if the frame is bent or there are issues, the machine may fail to repair and erase data. It's rare, but it happens. If I transfer to higher ups they can't do anything, so I think back on my retail training. I remember in the drawers of my old store we had data recovery business cards for local places. I decide to call the local store closest to him. I partnered with a retail manager, which phone support is not trained to do. I explain the scenario and we create a plan. The plan is to get him in store and have a manager waiting for him so he doesn't have to repeat his story or why it matters. He was going to get white glove service, and if we couldn't repair the phone, we partnered with a local recovery place to recovery photos for next to nothing. We are committed to saving these photos. I get that manager's email and I transfer the call to him. A week later I'm hoping to find out what happened, so I emailed the manager asking what happened. He explained that the phone was too badly flanged to be repaired without risking being erased, but a local data recovery place was able to save the photos. He then forwarded me a thank you email from the customer. It wasn't the most heroic thing I've seen. We once had someone have a heart attack at a store, and it wasn't the most painful. That would be dealing with a suicide and helping a family look for a suicide letter. But it does show that we all aren't out to get you, make money or screw over the customer. Some of us like our customers and want to help you. But you're here. That means you're open. I work in an electronics repair shop that does all kinds of work. Mainly cell phones and accessory sales for most of the stuff we fix. People just die when they don't have their phones. So customers are either thrilled with the short, usually less than an hour, turnaround time, or upset that it takes so long. Employees get there 20 minutes before the store opens to take care of opening duties. Normal for any kind of job. That means that sometimes we have people waiting at the front and only door when we get there. I noticed someone riding my ass on the way into work one day. A silver SUV. When I got over to turn into the back parking lot, surprise surprise, the SUV turned into the storefront lot, and was parked outside of the front door. I don't acknowledge anyone outside like this before open unless they come to me. And if they're just asking if we're open, I'll have them wait inside and usually take care of the customer a bit early. Well, this lady, L for short, followed me in as I was disarming the security alarm, and tried to put 2 iPads in my hand. This is how it went. Me. I'm sorry, but we're not open for another 20 minutes. You'll have to wait until then. L. But I just need to drop these off. I work at 10. Me. If you'd like to wait inside, that's fine. And as soon as I'm done with opening duties, I can check you in. I haven't even turned the lights on yet. L. But I'm here now. I can't wait that long. Me. Mom, it's going to take me about 20 minutes anyway to test your devices and create tickets. And I need to open the store first. L. But you're here. That means you're open. Me. Mom, the store doesn't open until 10. I gesture to the open sign. L. Oh, it's close enough. Just hurry up. I don't have time for this. She's getting annoyed. Me. Okay. Give me about 10 minutes. I'll go as fast as I can to open up for you. Because iPad screens are pure profit. Just a lot of glued glass shard peeling that takes a while for labor. L. What? No. Do it now. I need to drop these off. Me. Mom. I'm sorry, but no. If you would like to wait, you can. And it'll be about 10 minutes. Otherwise you will need to come back when the store is open. L. But you're here now. You are open. Me. Okay. Snarky bitch. Fine. Mom. The store is not open until 10 o'clock. I've offered you a space to wait and said I'd ring you in early. You refused. I can't help you further at this point. Please leave. L. Number. You can't throw me out. You're open. Me. No. We're not. Please leave. L. Fine. Whatever, huff. Big surprise. She came back later. Wait for it. 30 minutes till close with the same 2 iPads. My coworker helped her this time. He took her devices in, offered her a discount for bringing in multiple repairs, and then I hear this from up front. Coworker. Alright. The total on pickup is $182.43. They'll be ready for you by early afternoon tomorrow. L. Oh no. I can't come back. I was going to wait for them. CW. Mom, these will probably take a couple hours each. We're only open until 7. L. It's 6:30. CW. We leave the shop at 7, Mom. L. Oh. No. I got here before close. I'll wait. It's okay. Tone of complete ignorance. At this point I tell the manager that it's the lady from this morning. And the man goes up front. The man. Mom, I overheard a bit of the conversation. It's going to take about 4 hours for your repairs. And I'm not making my techs stay until almost midnight. We're leaving at 7 and you will need to leave then. 2. L. She knew. Immediately entering a customer rage. Your shop is a waste of my time. I'm never coming here again. Left without her iPads. She didn't come back to pick them up for 2 weeks. She paid in full. Didn't make a peep on payment. I feel sorry for her family. A child can do my job better than I can. Hey all. Long time lurker here. And I finally felt the urge to post. I'm on mobile, so apologies in advance for any formatting issues. This happened 5 months ago. I work at a well-known grocery store chain here in MA. I've been at it for a little over a year now, and while I've had a few chats come in, there's one person that came in who did more good than I thought was possible. One of my jobs. when not restocking the shelves in produce, is to break things down. Make them look neat and full. Well, one afternoon, things were particularly slow, as it was always on a Tuesday. I was on with a couple other guys, restocking whatever we could so we would have something to do. At one point, the apple wall was neat, but still looked like a mess to some extent. I was going to do it, but had to do some refilling. As I was doing so, a mother and her daughter walked into the store. I didn't pay much attention to them, until the mother asked a few questions regarding some of our produce. Her daughter was at the apple wall the time, just looking at all the apples. After helping the mother out, I went up front to get some overstock, as well as check on a couple displays we had up front. As I came back, I glanced over at the apple wall and it was perfect. Like, grand opening of the store perfect. I had no idea how to process that. Then things clicked. The daughter, who was probably 9 or 10, did this. I called my coworkers over and asked them if either one of them did it. A double no. And I told them about the little girl who was just in who did it. One of my guys didn't believe me, so I explained how it was her. She was the only one at the wall. She was there when I went up front, and walking away from the wall as I was coming back. We quickly found the girl and her mother. We asked her if she and her daughter had just stopped by the produce department. The mother said they were, and asked if theirs was something wrong. We told her all was good, but her daughter had tidied up the apple wall better than anyone in the department had at any point. The girl had a big smile and her face went red. The mother laughed and said her daughter had always had a thing for making things neat. We thanked her daughter for the work she did, which made things easier for us, and jokingly offered her a job at the store. The mother and daughter left with smiles on their faces and certainly a story for dinner that night. TLDR. Mother and daughter come into the store. Girl tidies up the apple wall so much better than any of us ever could have. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more Reddit content.